Okay. Wait, I think my mic is off. No, it's not. Okay. Hello, everyone. It's been a very long time. Sorry about the light. My room is very dark, and if I turn on the headlight, everything will be too bright. So, but welcome. It's been a very long time since I streamed. Let me fix this a little bit. Okay. Today, I truly had no idea what I was gonna do, but I figured out what I wanted to stream today. um, Probably not playtesting anything, but I just wanted to kind of just talk. It's been a very long time since my last stream. My last one was horrible, in terms of quality, but today is a little bit better. Nobody's like, it's never, it's always a stream. There's always an ad. But anyway, but yeah. There's mainly two things I wanted to talk about. One of them is a video that I watched like, what was this? Oh, apparently it was 10 days ago, but I watched it and I have a new perspective on the word meta when it comes to like games and stuff. And the second one is I want to talk about Chris Rain's support since I mean I've done some more testing and more results came out with Chris Rain, and I want to talk about Roche, I meant moderate mid Roche, I think, since she obviously is a new card from set 4. I wanted to give my thoughts about it, like does the card really help the deck or not. So other than that, try some other stuff I probably will talk about throughout the stream. But yeah, I really just wanted to talk about like my new perspective on the word meta, and also Roche. So, but I'll just wait for a little bit for more people to trickle in, just to make sure everything's alright on my side before I start. I think everything should be okay. Yeah, everything is okay. But lately, I've been making a premium deck, which is Prisms. Oh, I have it right here. I got inspired by someone in Curly's Discord to start brewing Prisms again and start playing premium again. So far, like my list, I'm trying some D cards, but I haven't like really tried the deck against another deck yet. I've just been hand testing. I think it's okay, but Prism overall just doesn't have like much defensive value other than just like the old combos that they had in the past with just we have our like pseudo denial play now because of the Sienna cards. So maybe like the new grade 1 will add some more shield to the deck, but not really that much defensive plays, because in premium you kind of have to like respect decks now, because you can get blown out very easily. And if you don't have like a solid defensive like combo or strategy, you just like get blown out. Which a lot of decks in premium, well, not from me, but from the person who persuaded me to play premium again. He said there's a lot of like decently good tier 2 decks, but like most of them are just stop from like Honolly or something. Or just like the opponent does like one thing and they kind of just get blown out. So that's why a lot of people are deterred for the format, but I'm not. I mean, I still always wanted to play premium. It's just that I don't know, I kind of felt out of love for it, just because like my favorite deck and my favorite card of Vanguard is Anj, and it's like I'm doing all this to try to make the deck better and the card better, but it just doesn't work. So I kind of just gave up and kind of just dropped premium for a while. So coming back into premium, there was a lot of stuff I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot that card existed, and like shield values are different. But the game is like, I don't know, it's interesting to say. For playing standard for over like a year and then coming back to premium, there's like a lot more decisions that comes to like guarding early and stuff. Hey Link, the thumbnail. So you see, funny thing about the thumbnail, my friend Brawls, he saw my video with the actual reaction to the episode, and that was when Roche was like revealed, and I made that face, and then he sent a snapshot of saying when the rear stands. So yeah, so I didn't know what to make for the thumbnail for this stream, so I'm like, oh yeah, I'll just use this. I was gonna use it on like a video though, just a stream makes it more funnier. So but welcome to the stream. Good timing. Hello, bros. Hello. Why is there so many ads? Please. Okay. But yeah, it was a good one. It was a good one. So just to tell you like what I'm gonna do today, since you probably wasn't here earlier, there's a video I wanted to like go over and explain my thoughts on the new perspective of meta when it comes to like, just for me myself, like not for like the whole community, but I think it's like a very interesting topic I wanted to talk about. Then there's I wanted to talk about Modern Mint Roche, so about like my actual like honest feelings of the card for right now for set 4. So that's that was the main two things, but overall I just wanted to do those two and then probably talk about some other stuff. But I was just talking about premium, that like I fell out of premium just for like over a year, and then when I came back I'm like, wow, I mean stuff changed, but it feels very different from standard obviously. But like I got so used to standard, I'm like, yeah, I kind of forgot how to play premium a little bit. I knew strides in the mechanics. It's just like, you know, using your like all the cards in your deck for it is very important. Deck building is like even more important now since you don't have the right deck. It's a really good step for anyone playing standard to try the format, to try to test themselves. And the format isn't as scary as people think it is. Yeah, like the strides are like very strong. There are certain combinations of cards that make it very explosive. But once you learn, you know, like the ins and outs of some of the decks, or you know, you're taught that, I think it'll help. I kind of miss it. Yeah, you should definitely like, you know, we can always just play whenever you want. Bit whiplash trying to build a V deck for an event I joined last month. Yeah, I haven't built a V deck, but I remember when I was guardable. Oh wait, the V cards are 10k shield. I'm like, bring this back, please. It's standard, but it's okay. I did got a whiplash. Just a G deck. That's fine. I mean, I don't know what G deck I'll build, but that'll be fine. Because I do have all my G cards still. But anyway, okay, enough stalling. I want to get to the meta video of today. Hello, Zenix. So today, so right now I'm gonna go over the video that I saw. I think it's a very like interesting look into like the word meta. Last time I played premium was Cecilia Strike came out of Dexa in Japan. I've come back because all my friends migrated to Diaz. Yeah, I mean, I guess it's understandable. I mean, I don't know. Like, Springer doesn't have that much support. I mean, it gets supported because standard inherently just has cards for the nations and for the clans, but like it's not actually receiving support, you know, like actual strides other than the stride deck sets, but that's only for like one deck that can specifically use that. I mean, not necessarily, right? Like the Harry one and the Night Rose one can flip, so it's kind of semi-generic, but I do understand your sentiment. All right, so this video, just for context, I do play Naruto Storm Connections. Not all the time though. I really wish V continued because worked better with premium support. Yeah, but fortunately, you know, Bushy doesn't see it as a profit. So for this video, um, so like the 10 days ago, I was just on YouTube, just scrolling through YouTube as normal. Then I saw this video that by a content creator I actually personally watch. Sometimes I watch his streams. He plays Naruto Storm Connections. It's like a fighting game for Naruto, the Naruto series. This is the latest one. So I kind of wanted to like add a new perspective on the word meta, and I'll explain as the video goes on, and I'll explain like some topics that some of you might not understand in the comments about like why like the things that he brings up is like important to people in the community and just to himself. And he explains it himself, but I will just go over and how this connects to Vanguard in my perspective. So
meta. A very popular topic in competitive gaming. It helps players determine how they can achieve wins in the most optimal way. By definition, in essence, a meta in gaming terminology is a generally agreed upon strategy by the community. Said strategy is considered to be the most optimal way to win, / has the best performance at a specific task.
Yep.
Some people have defined meta as an acronym meaning most effective tactics available. Now, although everything I'm going to be talking about in this video can be universally seen for a lot of games, I'm mainly going to be talking about Naruto.
The volume was low. Okay, wait, let me increase it. And then let me start over. Thank you, bros.
Meta. A very popular topic in competitive gaming. It helps players determine how they can achieve wins in the most optimal way. By definition, in essence, a meta in gaming terminology is a generally agreed upon strategy by the community. Said strategy is considered to be the most optimal way to win, / has the best performance at a specific task.
No problem.
Some people have defined meta as an acronym meaning most effective tactics available. Now, although everything I'm going to be talking about in this video can be universally seen for a lot of games, I'm mainly going to be talking about Naruto Storm Connections. Now, the current in Storm Connections is that supports pretty much carry you in your way to victory. I think we can all agree on that. The supports that are currently powerful as of me making this video is Tamari, Shikamaru, and the PTS version of him too, Karin, and DMS Kakashi. These 4 supports are the main reason as to why a lot of players are winning their matches online. You can choose pretty much any point character.
Basically, I'll just elaborate this right quick. The supports that he's talking about, they allow like a player to open up another player, and to like pressure them in a way that they can't really counteract. So for example, like I don't know how I relate this to Vanguard, but say like like when Luard had the dog, right? The dog itself like was very strong because Luard can keep recycling it and using it for early game to draw a bunch of cards to compress the deck and stuff like that, right? So that's like for example, like one like the supports on here, that's what they kind of do. They allow the player to have more control of the battlefield and to have like an absurd amount of pressure that where most characters can't like combat them. Another example is like not really with Shiranui, but it's like one of the reasons why they decided to like choice to strict Shiranui with Drag Veda was because like once you check it, you have so many attacks, you have so much advantage that your opponent cannot just guard all the attacks. So that's kind of like what he's saying. Like these supports kind of help the player to like create openings and create massive opportunities to be able to like win the game. And that's like, just for example, like, yeah, I mean that's pretty much like all I have to really say about that. But it's basically the same thing.
And no matter who you play, these characters can definitely increase your chances of winning by tenfold. There is another niche form of meta which involves using Kaguya as your
don't worry about this.
and then using the ice stage that she has and spamming chakra dashes. This is a very, very powerful way of winning in the game. I'm going to be basically referencing the supports because that is what we see in our usual
I'll top it. Also answer the question, but yeah, it was just an error. Yeah, I know.
Day-to-day life of playing Connections.
Oh my god. That's gonna be cut out of the video.
Now, my thoughts on meta is that it's always something I've actually tried to avoid when it comes to connections. Not even just connections, actually, it's just Storm in general. I always found the meta to be very boring because it usually consisted of characters that I never really had an attachment to or characters that I just didn't really enjoy. Before I actually played the Naruto Storm games, I mean,
like, that's similar to, I know. That's similar to me. Like, whenever it came to, meta, I didn't really like playing the strongest deck. Even when it came to Lyrical or Bermuda, like, even before in the past, right, when, like, Anj was dominating the meta, I played the deck, but I played it a very different way than what the, like, best version of that deck was. And even if there is, like, a best deck for, like, Lyrical Bermuda, I don't necessarily play it. I might try it, but I don't necessarily play it to win. But, again, he will explain more of how I currently feel about the word meta in the video.
Was a massive avid viewer of the Naruto anime. Growing up with Naruto in my child and teen years, the Naruto anime was a very big part of my life, so I've grown attached to quite a good few characters. Now, typically, by my luck, my favorite characters obviously aren't the strongest, and that's okay. But with hard work and dedication and understanding of game mechanics, I did manage to make my Ino pretty strong. But I simply just avoided playing the meta because I was simply bored of the characters that are usually involved. It's usually involving like the most latest version of Sasuke that there is out there, a very typical edgy character that I'm getting kind of bored of seeing. But even in a game like Storm 4, the meta consisted of characters that I just wasn't really interested in, like PTS Gaara and Danzo. I don't really play those characters.
I think for me is that the outside competitive events, but when it comes to a deck you like being meta, I hate being one of the following a meta list rather than pioneering figuring out myself. I mean, that's fair. That's understandable.
Nor do I have much of a care for them. And that's the thing with meta, is I'm aware that many players would desperately pick these very good characters in order to win. Now, they're entitled to, there's nothing wrong with that. The whole point of actually playing the game is to win the battles that you partake in, right? But this is when lots of different ideologies come into play. You know, sense of honor, sense of dignity, or a sense of one's ideals when it goes into battle. Now, don't get...
Now, when it comes to card games, this one is very different from, like, Connections, obviously, because this is a game you pay for, so you can play however way you want. But when it comes to card games, you, as the player, have to, like, buy the cards. This is like an online similar, like, Cardfight area or something. But you, the player, has to buy the cards, right? So, like, I'm sitting here with my $90, $100 Stregas. I might as well play the best deck, right? I might as well just play Kyrie because I paid the money for the deck. So this is the only thing that is, like, different that I don't associate it with. Like, yeah, anyone can play it any way that they want. Play the game however they want because they, you know, pay the money to play the deck, right? And they can play to win. But obviously that's going to be different in a card game because you have to, you know, there's actually a expense to that. So that's why I don't attach myself to it. Finno best deck, Finno best deck.
Get me wrong, I don't mind playing the meta sometimes in other games. And this is the thing with Storm Connections. It doesn't really feel like a lot of skill just having to press L1 or R1 to summon your support for them to do a bunch of hits, waste your opponent's subs, and to create an opening or create space for you.
Now for me, I'll put myself on blast. When it was, what meta was it? It's not this one. It's not the current one. But when Ava was meta, when she first became meta with her promo, I was like, man, all you gotta do is just buy the promo, and it just solves the entire deck, and it's super strong. I hated Ava. Like, honestly, nothing to the Ava players. I personally didn't like Ava just because, oh, one card fixed the entire deck, and Bushiroad could just do that for whatever deck that they want. I was personally, like, really against that, and that's why I had a stigma against promos, because whenever there was a promo, it could fix the deck so much, it will become meta, and I did not like that at all. But I put myself on blast. I know there are probably other people that felt like that too, but the thing is, like, he'll go over in a video, which will change my whole point of view about, like, you know, them printing those cards and, you know, the meta changing because of that. Meanwhile, Pacifica's promo. We don't talk about Pacifica's promo.
You could literally just stand still while Tamari does a whole dance and just does the work for you, really. Before I continue this video, for those of you out there that are watching this video and that play meta every single day and you are basically obsessed with the meta and the meta of Storm Connections is all you think about and you have to be up to date with it at all times, that's absolutely fine. I'm not even bashing the people in this video. Actually, I do have an example of a meta player in this video, which I'm going to be showing a short interview of via text. Hopefully we can come to an understanding on why meta is played, and those of you that watch my videos that hate meta to its bone.
I was attracted to Ava because she reminded me of a Digimon character that I met Fennel unit over my eyes.
Can maybe have some more understanding towards it also. Everybody's entitled to play the game how they want as long as it's not hacking or extremely game breaking. But using meta characters is okay, it's just some of us don't really like it and quite bored of it, and that's understandable. I'll willingly play characters that aren't meta against the meta, and I won't be surprised if I lose. Yeah, I'll complain that Tamari is taking too many of my subs, or that Shikamaru is getting in the way, or DMS Kakashi opened me up when I didn't really want to be opened up, but hey, that's Storm, right? But generally, it seems that meta is always just...
And that's the thing when it comes to like Vanguard card games. Your opponent calls the card, either do you have the out or can you play around their deck? Like if you know you have two intercepts, the Varga player calls the intercept blocker, I guess you're just not going to intercept for more shield. That's just something you have to deal with. Or when you know, like a Dayusha player, you know, go second and they ride up to grade 3 when you're on grade 2 and they start pressuring you. That's just something you have to deal with. You have to counteract that in the future.
A shortcut to get the win. You're finding the quickest, most easiest route possible. Basically a shortcut to win in the game. Now, I said this to a meta player, and this was his response.
I chose Wix for my business.
Oh my god.
Massive scope for functionality and...
These ads. Remember the meta 5 games is triangle button mashing? I'm not 100% sure. For the game it was. Okay, wait. Hold on. Let me... Okay, so this was his message, which was interesting. So he said, well, when I fight you, I get the pressure you're looking for shortcuts to win. The player said yes. Well, that's accurate.
He actually agreed with me on my stance about that, which had me intrigued, which then led to more questions. So with this player, as you can see, it says, why do you look for shortcuts to win by playing meta? That is me asking the question. His response is simply that everyone does it. And then when I lose and I play meta, there is no excuse.
Hold on.
This is actually a very understandable response, and I actually appreciate the honesty behind everything that was being said. The guy simply admitted to actually taking shortcuts to get a win, and he admitted that if he joins the fire of fighting fire with fire, if he loses, he literally has no excuses left. For a player like myself, one could say that, oh, I always have the excuse that they were using better characters than me. I usually try not to run to that excuse because I go into fights willingly knowing that somebody will pick someone better than me. But he's right. Meta players have a sense of their own dignity and a sense of their own morals too.
Now, I do agree with his sentiment on that, but when he said, the other player said, when I play meta and I lose, I have no excuse, that changed my perspective on like what the word meta means, because everyone has a sense of pride in them, right? Or a sense of like dignity, like he said. And if you want to win, right? If you want to like be the best or like top at a tournament or something, wouldn't it make sense for you to like play the best deck to increase your chances? And if you do win that, you have a sense of dignity inside of yourself, or you would like, you know, accomplish what you wanted to accomplish. Like I have my own morals and stuff. One of it is just because I don't have the money to pay for the meta decks, but two of it is just because I want to win with a deck that I like, right? I want to win with what I like to win, and I won't be pressured to play other decks because, you know, they're better than the deck I play. It's like you're saying, if you lose because you decide to play Varga meta, then you have no excuse unless your opponent draws OT. I mean, that's the Vanguard, right? Like, I'm not saying that the player itself, like, say if I was playing Varga and I know I should win, right? Because everyone can improve in the game. But what he's saying in his specific situation with the game, with Storm, is that because he's playing these meta characters, if he loses, he has no excuse to complain, because he's playing, you know, like the meta characters. But I'm not saying that Vanguard is the same way, because obviously money is involved, right? You have to pay money for the cards. my perspective is just that if you as a player, you want to be better, if you want to win, and you're using the best deck, you can't have the excuse that, oh yeah, you know, like luck is involved, because that's in all card games. I just feel that, you know, people who are playing like the lower end decks or like the lower tier decks, like they always have the excuse that, oh, there's just another deck better than it. And, you know, you like I don't have the money to pay for like the meta deck or whatever. Until you fight the mirror, then the excuse comes along like, oh, they went second, they drew better. Come on, of course, piloting matters. Yeah, like piloting does matter and luck does matter. And that's why I feel like that, like sometimes there are people, we all know like people who win games even though they didn't deserve to win, you know, like they got lucky, hit so many triggers and stuff. But that's part of the game. But I see what you're talking about, Link, because if there is a mirror, it's up to the pilot, like how well they can maneuver in a situation. Even the top players of Vanguard, like they lose to bad luck too, but they get outplay themselves in a bad situation, is what I'm saying. There's between some fighting games in Vanguard, these fighting games don't have the OT. I mean, in not in this game specifically, but I do agree they don't have the OT. But let's even compare it back to before the OT, right? Like in V and in G, right? Like there's a level of variance. I do agree there's a level of variance, but it's not even about like the whole no excuse part. It's about the players that play the meta have a sense of their own dignity, their own morals, right? Because there are a lot of people who are like upset against players who do play meta, and like they're just like you and me, right? Like they want to win too. To what degree of how they want to win, it's up to them, right? And it's usually money involved because, you know, the better decks are usually more high priced when it comes to, you know, like English. But yeah, remember when we had stand triggers? I do remember that. But that's just how I feel. Like obviously level of variance is going to differ for Vanguard, but it's mostly about the morals part, because like no shame on any meta players, but to me I always thought that, oh, they're just doing it so they could just like win and just not care about other people's feelings. But I learned to let that go, because people will play what they want to play and they have their own sense of dignity too. Like I have my own sense of dignity and pride, and the meta players are players who follow the meta or play it, even if it's their favorite deck, right? It's not their fault. Like a good example is with Link. He loves Wallista, right? Even from the very beginning, he loved Wallista. In the moment Wallista became meta, everyone started playing it. He felt some type of way, but he still played Wallista regardless. And some people are like that. That's just how card games work. But I think that we shouldn't be so hard on like people who do play meta, and like not try to like be so aggressive towards them because they're playing the meta. I think we should just respect those who do play it as equals to us when we are playing the card game. That's the whole point I've came from this video. And they were told you were a meta sheep. Who, me or Link? I don't know. He'll have to answer that. I don't think so.
They'll pick it and they won't complain, even if they know that they lose to the same thing. They have no reason to. If you're all picking the same thing, but you're the one that loses, it clearly shows the difference in skill and knowledge and gameplay between the two players. Now, the matches that you're seeing in this video is between...
Other than variance when it comes to Vanguard, I do agree that if you are like a better pilot, but you just lose to variance, that's just the card game. That's just how card games are. But usually, like other players said it, like Solemn, I know Different Fight talked about it, but usually if you put two equally skilled players, it's usually down to variance about who wins the game, right? But it's different, like obviously in a fight game it's way different. It's based on skill. There's no variance in it.
between me and this player. Now, just for the player's confidentiality, I've actually got his name censored, so you won't entirely see who this player is, just in case some of you out there want to attack him for playing meta or whatever. The whole point of this video is to make sure that everybody is at least educated on meta in Storm Connections. Now, I always have my varying opinions on meta players, but one thing's for certain, they are not stupid, and they are very willing to adapt just like the rest of us do. Even during this fight here, you can see that
I agree with that.
My usual Eno reset, and after the
like, there are probably some people out there in the community that thinks, oh, the meta player doesn't want to think, so they're just playing the best deck. That's not necessarily true. There are a lot of good people who play meta decks that are very good at the game. Like, I get, oh, remember, like, any people who play Premier, remember what Katrina dropped? Well, Katrina dropped and we had Cyclone too. A lot of people saying, oh, Neo Nets is just a brain dead deck. You just attack. It was very strong at that, but it didn't have any like flexibility. So it got beaten by decks that were more flexible that could outplay Neos. And the players who didn't know how to outplay that lost. Just for an example.
Match, he reminded me, yeah, I watch your streams, I know that reset. Of course, silly me. And that's the very admirable thing about meta players. They are always looking for improvement. The player that I'm actually featuring...
Granblue, for example. Granblue is a good example. Like, not to beginner players, but like to intermediate players, right? It's Sojo Doji. Sojo Doji, exactly. Like, when it was one day, me in a call, I was with Orange. I was learning how Sojo Doji worked from Derp. And he was explaining the combos of Sojo Doji, and I'm like, there's so much stuff in this. Like, I understand why the players that play Sojo Doji, like, they have to know their deck in and out. It's not a deck that, oh, I'm just gonna play and I'm just gonna win, right? It's not super helmet. It's not like what was, oh, the most helmet deck in Standard was probably Gandeva, right? Because you just play cards, retire your opponent's board, and you just go ham, right? Like, there's hardly any thinking involved. But when it comes to Sojo Doji, you do have to know like what cards you're going to guard with, how you're going to cycle out your cards from the bind zone to the rear guard circle, what order pattern you're going to do. And if you hit the over trigger like Gandave, I mean the Graveda, the Dragon Empire OT, like your line of play changes a lot. Sojo Doji is a very high skill ceiling deck, but once you master that, even with a little bit of variance, you become very strong. And that's why like Sojo Doji is like one of the top decks right now.
In this video, I actually think he's a very honest, very smart guy. He has a lot of work to do with his gameplay. Obviously, the fact that he uses shortcuts, I actually find it hinders him. And that leads me on to my next point. Those that are actually relatively new to the game or is learning Storm and you're looking at picking up...
Why did you say Shiranui? I mean, I don't know much about Shiranui. I'm not going to say anything that I don't know about Shiranui. Because a lot of people... Yeah, Shiranui has like the multiple attacks, has the assert early game and like really good late game part, right? But even the best Shiranui players, like have some form of knowledge on the deck in other decks too, right? Like it's very simple, but you can still lose to decks you just haven't practiced against, and that's like also another form of variance that I don't want to talk about. But the deck itself, like execution of the deck is not that difficult compared to Sojo Doji or even like Hyoka, for example, I guess. Like the execution of the deck is not that high and like not as punishing if you mess up your sequences. Like Sojo Doji, if you mess up your sequence, you're going to lose a lot of pressure, a lot of advantage. With Shiranui, I don't think you lose as much. Again, I'm not 100% sure. I've only played the deck once. I haven't played it with any of the new stuff. But that's just how I believe the deck might function. Like, it's not as super execution heavy or, like, punishing to players that pick up the deck. It is rewarding because, you know, you're just dominating stuff. But if you're going against a Sojo Doji player, like, that knows how to fight Shiranui, like, really well, the player who just picked up Shiranui is not going to, like, win unless they win with variance. You see what I'm saying?
the meta in order to get your wins. Although against some players it will get you the wins quite easily, once you do start climbing up the ranks, your work will get cut out for you, and your lack of fundamental skills will begin to show, and older players or more experienced players will take advantage of that. The meta can only
I
carry
do
you
agree
so
with that.
far. Your fundamental knowledge can take you even further. But if you lack the fundamental knowledge, you will get destroyed. This is why those...
other than, you know, variant sacking triggers LT. But I do agree with
The
that.
very high ranks actually have very good fundamental understanding of the game, as well as good use of their meta supports. And this is the respectable thing about this guy. Although he was struggling against me, he is still looking at ways to adapt. He is wise to my Eno gameplay, and he knows certain tricks I'm gonna pull as I'm pulling it, and he has the right answers for them. So now that we've discussed what the meta is, why people play the meta, and the meta relevance in Storm Connection, how would you actually go about changing the meta? Obviously, there's a
Okay, well, this part is not as important, but overall, that was the point of the video I wanted to make, because the other stuff he talks about is like specific related characters, but that's mainly what I want to talk about. Yeah, people stick with the best as don't know the nuances of decks versus other matchups of how I win against two Shiranuis of Prison. Yeah, some people just don't know the matchups, and that's understandable. Like, Standard has like a crap ton of decks, and it's hard to know every single matchup with your deck, right? Unless you just play it religiously and you just know the matchups. So but yeah, like, that's pretty much it for that video. I didn't mean to, like, if I hurt anyone's feelings in the future, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to hurt anyone's feelings. I'm just trying to put some, like, sensibility, relatability to other people, because I used to think that way a lot. I'm calling myself out. I used to think that, oh, their people are just playing just to have an easy win. It's not as, like, it's more nuanced than you think. But yeah, I was very much like that. But I have grown. Well, I started to grow before that, but that video helped me realize a lot. So I've grown out of that stigma, that mentality, because I'm a better person. Alright, so on to the second part. Sometimes not even matchups, sometimes it's just the fundamentals, like the guy said. Like, example, someone guards like a crap ton. But the matchup was good because it might cause you to lose to that. True. I mean, it is like it's a combination of things, right? It's fundamentals, knowing the matchup, and I mean, most of all, it is a card game, so variance is going to happen. There will be times where you not draw that one card you need. Like, how many games have you have it draw like your Restander? I don't want to buy YouTube Premium to stop ads, but I do agree, Link. Okay, now I can turn back on the comments for the stream. Now, the second part of the stream is with Roche, because I want to talk about this card. I have so many feelings to talk about this card. Anyway, so the card that Crystalline got in set 4 is Moderate Mid Roche. I don't think I'm saying it right, but I don't care. It's a grade 1 with 5k shield, 8k base power. Then she has one effect, which is Auto Rigor Circle. When you grade 3 or greater Vanguard or Crystalline, this card name attacks, costs Energy Blast 3, and put this unit to your soul, draw a card. If your Rigor did not stand by a card's ability this turn, choose a Rigor chosen by the ability of your grade 3 or greater Vanguard or Crystalline, this card name. This turn is standing. You said me speeding already my deck with Pacifica to draw target Suar, exactly. Or you know, you can just run Aura just to search it, but you know. Alright. This card. Let me. There we go. This card. This green little girl that everyone praises because it quote unquote fixed the deck. Alright. So to any crystalline players, that already played the deck multiple times. I won't say they know the ins and outs because even I'm still learning. Would you say this deck actually improved the deck? Moderate mint instead of moderate green. Broke the chain. Shake my head. True. If you said this card is anti-synergistic, you are correct. This card is good on paper, and I can understand. Yes. What do you mean yes? Someone who played Chris Rain. You have never touched Chris Rain, or you never touched Chris Rain Brawls. I played Chris Rain a bit thanks to her, but I did think that. Okay, you think you improved. In what way? Like your turn 3 when your opponent's turn on grade 2? Because yeah, it's a good card for that. But how about when your opponent's on grade 3? I said once. Okay, and then I said who played it more than once. But I do agree. I think that it helped the deck a bit, not significantly, right? Hot take, I know, but I think this card, it's a band-aid to a problem that Bushiroad won't fix. It's just a slight band-aid that they're not going to fix for Chris Rain. Rooster Shirts to be able to keep up the pressure. Double franchise. So here's the thing, right? Oh, the game while Partio saved Divine Skill till last turn. True. But here's the thing, right? Especially since we're getting another Stride deck set. How long do you think Chris Rain can last against these decks that have like absurd late games? Not very long, right? Now my view might be skewed right at the moment because we don't actually have set 4. We only have results and how the meta is shaping up over there. I mean, my opinion will change in the future because obviously we'll get new cards in the future. But I personally think the card did help a bit, but it's not the savior of the deck. How long is the gap between Stride decks? You mean for JP? I'm not 100% sure. I suppose it depends on your deck really because Impaldio is extreme. It is an example of a deck that scales large late game. Further to 6. Yeah, like I'm not 100% sure like the strengths of Impaldio. I'm not gonna push it out there because I think like when people saw the reveal and started testing it, they didn't understand its strength right away. I didn't, but I didn't dismiss it. I just wait and see. But back to what I was trying to say, like as someone who plays Chris Rain a lot, I tested it a lot. I tried many different builds. It was worked for me, by the way. Moderate Mint, she does help the deck in a few areas where it comes to she does draw a card, so that's really nice. She does add soul, so if you're playing Yuika, you can get more soul back. And on your turn 3, you're able to, you know, like if your opponent's grade 2, you're able to select any card that, you know, you use for Chris Rain's skill or that was chosen by her skill. You get more attacks. So you get 4 attacks turn 3 where your opponent's grade 2, which is really good. And, you know, you could proc the double franchette thing. So, all those are good. But, the thing that, like, really, like, the whole point of the whole thumbnail of me being like that is because every other Divine deck, unless, like, you're only certain decks that only have 3 attacks, but, like, high-powered columns turn 3 or something like that, like every other deck, like Varga, Raziel, and like Welstra, right? Or even like Zorga. But Zorga has the benefit of just having high power rear guards with 2 crit. all the other Divine and Destined decks can like multi-attack before Divine skill, or have some way to like not go against their Divine skill. Even in the same set, Licia Fail gets a grade 2 that can resand, and it doesn't it doesn't go against the Divine skill. Why is Chris Reigns do? I'll give the benefit that she does have Realm, and that is a very strong card. But it just doesn't make any sense to me that this card is anti-synergistic with Chris Reign, in the sense that why can't you get an attack before she uses her Divine skill and then bounce it back? Maybe they're cooking something in the next set. I just don't know. But I don't know. And that's not the only that's not the only reason either. Why is there another ad? Okay. You said, not really sure. I guess they were afraid that you could do extra swings if you caught off Ennis off the Divine skill. Wow, Shiranui does 7 attacks. It's not restricted. Wow, that's very fair and balanced. Thank you, Bushiroad. Wow, Var could get, like, pop off with a whole bunch of CB with 2 of the car. I don't even know her name. The one that calls herself back. Wow, that's so fair and balanced, Bushiroad. I mean, even if you do use Ennis, you know how much energy that is? If you use Realm, that's 9 energy. That's a lot of energy. Yeah, if the player saves up to do that, okay. Give research to something that copies Chris Reign is not healthy. Wait, what do you mean? No. She's the card only copies the power if you use her axe skill. No, it doesn't copy the power. Will you use Chris Reigns' axe skills for the 15k? It only gives that card 15k power. You're not restanding the card you call for a crit because you bounce everything. What the card could have been is that, oh, at the end of the battle it boosted, you have a Chris Reign Vanguard. Pay the cost, put in the soul, and restand that card. The Divine skill. Okay. So you gotcha with Annis. You call you call Mint. Okay, I think that's fine. Either you don't use Realm that turn, and you spend the 3 to resand, bounce everything back, call Ennis, spend the 3, gotcha, get Roche, do it again. I think that's fair. I don't know. Like, you can't do a turn 3, your opponent's already on grade 3. Clearly they support again with say how Mikoto, so BS their way to winning. I do agree with that. Okay, but Zorga can like resend a column. A 68k 2 crit column. And Shiranui can have 7 attacks with high power. I don't know. But I get what you're saying, Ross. On attack. But all I'm asking for is the card, if the card wasn't like when Chris Reign attacks, it should be at the end of the battle boosted, right? That's all I'm asking. Because EVF 2, that's 6 energy. And a lot of people think, oh, because Chris Reign, you know, has all this energy. I mean, she does, but if you're using cards like Ennis, if you're using her, AZ Realm, and whatever future Energy Blast cards, you don't have enough energy for all of them. What do you mean, no? I mean, listen, Licia Fail is already better than Chris Reign. Like, I love Chris Reign, but she's already better. Her deck is mechanically better. Stacking triggers on the rear, the restanding the rear afterwards. How are you stacking triggers on the rear when the rear just attacked already? You mean if you have 2 of them? You have 2 out of 6 energy? Okay. Yeah, like every other deck doesn't do that. But are you talking about after the divine skill? Like, the only time you can only do that, restand the divine skill rear, is if you literally gotcha what Ann is. That's the only way. And by that point, you have to save 6 energy. Or just don't use on the restand at all. Gets ripped while it costs a CV. Because not gonna lie, the power... I have more power, but when using orders and stage, the power is gross to me. I don't know. She got a counter charger, and Chris Rain doesn't have a counter charger, so I think she'll be fine without any power on her rears. She already has the 18k base with 2 crit and the extra drive, so like, I don't know. I think she's fine. Like, she's already doing better than Chris Rain. Give triggers to the rear, the restand and whatever. Oh, there's Shiranui. Oh, I see what you mean.
GoDaddy Arrow can get my business online in minutes with
Oh my god. Please, YouTube, stop. Stop, please. Stop. Oh, I see. I see what you mean. I mean... I guess, but like, it just makes the car so much worse. Like, okay, okay, I agree with you, bros, with that. But why does it only have 1 ability? Like, I get Franchan and it's had 2, but it could have had 1 more ability to it. It only has 1 ability. Blame Butch for making Chris Rain mid. I mean, yeah, then they just make Lisha fail have all these better cards. But I agree with you with the power thing. I understand it can be dangerous because, you know, what if it's the over trigger 200 million swings? I can get that. She has the power columns, right? But what makes Zorga good, and like some of the other decks, they either massively draw a lot, or they retire your opponent's rear guard, so they gain the advantage. Or, sorry, or like with Zorga, they have crits. Chris Rain doesn't have either. You only get you just get the attacks. Your Vanguard's the only threatening lane, other than the divine skill one. And that's why, like, the reason how I build my decks is to be more aggro in the beginning, so I can push them to that damage threshold so they can lose cards in their hand. All right, do a 3. Okay, the Roroa thing is, all right, look, Roroa, like, you only have 2 dry checks, all right? And that's before you swing with your Momoke. So you can't do that, but that's literally high roll. That's just being lucky. For Super Chris Rain, I don't know. Like, what they could do for a future support, can they just make Chris Rain restand? So I can swing twice on the Vanguard? Please? Or something? Like, it just doesn't make sense. I don't know. Like, maybe they just want it to be like that. Don't even get a new grade 3 Kyrie yet. Chris Rain's gotta wait. I mean, yeah. I already get the Kyrie one. Because I like Persona Kyrie, but that they won't do that. Not for the Destin one, sorry. I don't know. I might not even make this. I'll just make my own video after discussing it. I will use the meta thing, but with Roche, I don't know. Like, I think the card is good in some areas, but I think it's just lacking in others, and it just makes the deck like not as flexible. I don't know, like, because like it's kind of hard to balance like all the energy blast usages you use. What's LSR of the dress up lyrical one? I'm tired of the emo FFRs, and we'll get that in the next set. We get a second dress up for them, okay? Ikari gets a dress up grade 3. But overall, I mean, I just wish she had a second effect. Like, even if it was just this, right? If she had a second effect that did something else, I would have been fine. Like, even if she had, like, I don't know, like, remove this from game, countercharge 1 if you have a crystal ring Vanguard. I would have been fine with that. And this is a give, I think. She should have been 13k booster. I mean, I would take that. I would take that. I'll take that. If she was a 13k booster, sure. If I don't need to use her skill, at least she's being a beater, right? I mean, I do agree with that. She could have been a 13k beater. I would have been fine. Like, oh, I could call you early. Now you're not totally useless in my hand or on the board if I don't want to use your skill. Because the thing was, another ad. You gotta be kidding me. I thought I cleared these out already. Like when I was testing her for a couple of times, either I'll have too many of her. I'm like, wow. I guess these are just in my hand now. Because I don't want to like use the attack yet. Also, another thing, you have to hard commit to one or the other, right? Do you want to use a divine skill that turn? Yes. Do not call this card unless you want to draw, but that's just waste energy. Do you want to use your divine skill this turn? No. Then call this card, use effect. Like, what if I don't know, like, what if you got blanks, right? You're like, oh, I got blanks. There's no point of me using the device skill. Let me use the Resander skill instead. It could have been at the end of battle, right? If it was changed to end of battle, I think I would have been fine. Not when she attacks, because that ruined everything. Calls a card from hand. One of the device skills also copies it. But what would the... It can't be just one effect, though. Can she at least get, like, 10k power? Super Cursor calls to a column and gives them 10k each. Nah, that's just Kyrie at that point. I would just play Kyrie. No. That's just Kyrie. I wouldn't even want to use that one. That's Lofa. Good morning, Serenity. That's Lofa. Actually, I haven't played Lofa. Oh, yeah, because our double R is so expensive. Well, rip. But hello, Serenity. Good morning to you. I think if she was changed to like at the end of battle, right? Because you could choose then. Like, oh, if you check blanks, let me resend the rear. If I check triggers, you already know at that moment you give it a crystal and you won't even use other effect. And you keep it, right? The card to your part that you're not using the skill, you must be using divine skill this turn. I mean, no. I think it's better because if you change it to end of battle, right? Your opponent thinks you're going to use the Resander, right? But you could trick them to use a divine skill instead. So they're already guarded, right? So let's say they like use their PG, right? You know that they can't guard the divine skill turn. Use divine skill there. That would have been better than what Kristen when she attacks. Because you have to use a skill. If you dry check 2 triggers, well, I mean, I guess I just used the cost just to draw, huh? Because I want to use divine skill now. It's not flexible. Like, I think it's because when Chris Rain attacks, it should have been at the end of battle. Because then the player who's Chris Rain has the choice of, do I want to use divine skill or I want to resand? If you resand, it's fine. Because you already know that. Your opponent has to adapt to guarding. I'm green. Oh, yeah, my bad. But yeah, I think this is... Okay, this is a good discussion. Because I really wanted to... I still want to make a video on this. I won't use this stream for that, though. I'm glad I waited to make the video. Because I have more insight now. But if it was at the end of battle, infinitely more better. I would have been okay with it just having that. I mean, having no, like, get 5k boost or something. Her being at 13k. I would have been fine. But it's when Chris Rain attacks, it makes it infinitely worse. But is she still a good card? I mean, from results, people are actually trying the deck. It's like before they wasn't playing the deck. Even when Franchek came out, some people did, but they just gave up. Even when Alestino came out, not a lot of people play Crisper in Japan. All of a sudden, it gets a 4th attack. Oh, let's play it. Albeit, I mean, I guess Aqua's line does help a bit, but I don't know. It's pretty on point. People want to be noticed by Chris. People want to be noticed by Chris, right? Right. Right. Yeah, I do agree. But I don't know. Maybe there's some support in the future. It's like, if it's stood or chosen, choosing our Rigard stand. And if that's the case, sure. I will gladly, like, not use a Divine Skill turn at 5 attacks. And on Divine Skill turn at 4 attacks. But I don't know. I don't even know if she's getting support next set. They might just do Flam Glam and some new deck and that's it. I don't know. Like, now I really wish if she was at the end of battle, not when Chris Rain attacks.
Listen up. Today I come to you from our location in beautiful downtown Bolt. I'm excited to talk to you today about
more ads, please. More. I mean, you know they're gonna make more lines, bro. We don't have any more old bosses to dress up either than Petroka and since Kyrie. Oh, okay. I mean, true. I mean, you could just throw Kyrie a bone, right? Just give her a new form. I mean, they did with Barrow, right? Like, what other than Clarissa, right? What other forgotten lyrical decks are there? There's not many, right? And I don't think they'll do a new form of Petroka. Because Petroka is still Petroka. If they do, that'll be interesting, but I doubt it. But the LSR's in? True. True, yeah, it means no LSR. I mean, unless she gets a DSR. DSR Kyrie. But I don't know. They probably could just do like, I don't know, because this, oh, today, right? We get, Liel. And I mean, we'll probably know our Divine Skill stuff, but it's not the end of the season, right? We still got a couple episodes after that. I want mine a new Flame Glam and just more legacy support. I want my legacy support too. Like, if they just supported, like, I don't know, maybe like set 1 girls in this set. I don't know, like, I don't know who would get a new triple R. Maybe like give a card a triple R. They did that for Kyoka, so Shangri-La, Eternal Pacifica, Riviera counter. Maybe. For Flam Glam, oh, actually, hold on. That's something I do want to talk about. I don't have. Hold on, let me go to the lyrical page. Where is the Flam Glams? Here we go. Flam Glam. Give Lorna more support in a way to sing songs early. I don't think Bushy would do that. I think they'll probably give her a new song and call it a day. Okay, here we go. For a possible Flam Glam triple R, which I will love, is that they make a new Brukia, right? But not as a starter, right? She's still a grade 0. And her effect will be like act, right? Because you can put multiple copies of Flam Glam in your deck. You pay a cost like Counterboss 1, right? Put this in your soul. Then all of your Flam Glams get 5k. Same as the double R, right? Then when she's placed off Vanguard Circle from Rugia, right? From her effect. So yeah. When she's supposed to Vanguard Circle from Rugia, you pay some cost, like discard or something. And she gets +1 drive. She still has the same power, right? She can even be 8k. But like, it will probably say you cannot ride this, like, you can't have this on your Starry Vanguard or something. But I would like it if she herself gave the other flame glands power, so you're not hard on drawing the double R that gives all the other flame glands power. And if she got extra drive, you get like 2 twin drives, but obviously you probably have to like discard a card for your hand or something. Or like maybe you couldn't ride it to your opponent's grade 3 or something. But I would love that. You expect too much from a filler ride line. I mean, listen, this deck out of all the lyrical decks, even I don't know who has a, I mean, even out of powerful, I guess, this deck has like some absurd early game. Give me a Ghost Energy Blast 4 that sends itself to back to hand after attacks. No, let me pay Energy Blast 3 to put itself to the top of the deck, please. Like, no. You choose a ghost for your drop that isn't a PG and put it at the top of the deck. Powerful friends have a strong early game. Well, yeah, they have an early game, right? They can call cards to bounce half of it back. But Flam Glam has power plus Mirage and draw. That's probably the strongest lyrical has. Give her ability would be broken, and the Bush Trolls won't give us that. Bushy, I don't think Bushy will give us an extra 5k. It will probably be restricted to your opponent's grade, right? If your opponent's grade 3, you can give the power then. Because the double R, I think the double R is already strong enough. It's just that you just have to draw it. Thank you, Restream. I did not need to know that. I was so disappointed when there was no Energy Blast in the Felty. I don't know, that new grade 2 is really good. The grade 3 is really good too. Give Soldier Doji more stuff again. I mean, he got that promo, right? But something like that. I would like a new Brukia, but she has an effect. I was really thinking they're giving her Energy Blast to Alyssa. Have floating energy. Yeah. I mean, that's what, like, most of the lyrical decks that isn't, well, obviously, that isn't Chris Ray and Alicia Phil. Like, don't really have good ways of energy blasting. Even Kyrie, like, she still does the energy blast. But, yeah, I just want, like, another support card that's like her. Even if it's slightly more restricted, I still want the power. Yeah, like, this card is really good. The deck is really fun. I'm just flame glammed out because I played that for like a month straight. Or like a couple of weeks straight. And I'm like, damn, this deck is fun, but like, I gotta chill. There's other decks I gotta play. Oh wait, hold on. Okay, I thought I received something. Sorry. I thought I received a message on Twitter. So, I'm doing my 3rd Felty article soon. Nice. I tried playing Felty again. Yeah, I can't use OG Felty's out after that new grade 2. I tried. Deck is way too slow. You kind of have to play the dress up on ride deck. Let me see. Oh yeah, let me talk about the. I think I already talked about the grade 1, right? The support. Yeah, this one. Give Sienna a dress up grade 3. I don't know for the next set. I would love to see a Sienna dress up. We'll get that LM6. I'm manifesting to be the winter thing. A winter? Didn't we just have a set this year, though? Wait. Yeah, we just had it this year. You think they'll get another set? Next year? Okay. I'm like, you think they'll get another set this year? That's crazy. I think they only do once per year now. At like 3? In main deck, yeah. Holland would have waited to reprint the Illuminate order. I don't know. I mean, because that card's like $16. I'm like, damn. I wanted to play the boss, right? The the promo boss. I'm like, I need Illuminates. I'm like, damn. I don't want to pay $16 for this. But I mean, I don't know, Link. I don't know about that. I mean, you see, they exclude lyrical from some things, right? Because we already have our own booster set. I trust the next lyrical set will get a reprint for Luminaries, right? Because that's where they do the set 1 girls. So it makes sense. They already exclude lyrical for the promo set. Listen, I'm kind of glad because that means we don't have to pray that that she gets a sorry. We don't have to pray and hope that we get the promo, right? If it just doesn't exist for us, it doesn't matter. She's still gonna be the same over here. I don't know, but I'm expecting it to make, like, you know, this is probably like a side boss. And, like, they get another Triple R support sometime in the future. Maybe, like, after this season's over, the next season, that's where they'll do it, right? Maybe they'll make another quick start deck, but it isn't just vanillas, right? They actually have cards in the set. Lyrical's not a real nation. Exactly. Ask some tea to spill. Clarissa needs a new order. That is a great lot to do her justice. Ah, Clarissa. I was just talking about this like the other day. Clarissa, that order gotta go. That's like a whole, like, at the time, sure. Now, nope. That order is awful. Like, the restriction is terrible. Just make a better version, right? Like, they did it with Ballista, right? Why play 2 orders when you just play 1? Alright, coming to JOH 426 then. Hey man, that might never come up. I really appreciate set 5 for LM. It's just legacy support for Celestial. Felty Clarissa. Need a Triple R in my opinion. R could go to Medio, Lofa, Hazaret, or like a new song. On the next set, I mean, they have a pattern, right? The last set, it was set 3? Yeah, set 3 girls got dress ups. And everyone else got, and then the set 4 ones got, oh, bloody God, these ads. It's set 4. They got, you know, more support stuff. I know, quit D and refuses to have Eclipse if becomes good. I don't know, bro. Like, there might be a day Flameglad becomes top tier. People are just not playing it. They just need better quality cards. Bush Order quality is, it's a coin flip, you know? Like, a lot of people wanted Barrel stuff. And Barrel got a new form. I don't know if it's quality or not, but he got a new form. He got support. It's literally a coin flip. And you're just praying that they get a new support. Maybe the next Festival Booster 2025? Yeah. I don't know if Lyrical will be in the festival. Wait. No, who's in this one? Yeah, we'll be in this one. Probably. Monkey's Paw stuff. Exactly. Listen. I think Busher already did it what Lyrical and main sets. They already gave us that. It's quality, alright? Bad quality. They're trying their best, alright? They're giving us more support, alright? At least whenever there's a new set now, main set, I'm not like snoring just to wait to the next Lyrical set. Because, you know, we're in a set. I'm like, okay, I guess I'll pay attention to all the decks in this set now. This clueless for having a good Triple R again. What do you mean? Oh, you mean like Vaucheblanc? I don't know, bro. Like, yeah, we haven't gotten like a good generic like that in a long time. Stride deck support. Listen, we will get our Stride one day. I just got 2 Dual Nation cards. But Link, would you like to have a Dual Nation card with any clan? I mean, any nation? I mean, I wouldn't. I'm just greedy like that. Nah, I want to just Lyric only. I don't want to some other nation in the future, like, oh look, I can use this card. The price is now like Washablock price. Well, our current Washablock price. Nah, I think I'm good. I'd rather just have it to myself. Oh, a real nation gets Stridex. Oh, okay, bro. Still let me ban you. A good, and we got nothing. Nah, we got Alestino. But maybe our card is coming soon, right? It might be in the lyrical set. We'll probably get Yuika 3.0, right? Or we'll get Spica, right? We'll get a Spica, a generic Spica. Then everyone's problem was fixed about Crystalline. You just slap the Spica in Crystalline. There, you get your 5 attacks. A new grade 4 Unistrides. Yeah, but everyone else got Alestino. I know that, but I'm just making a joke. Were all the sparkling cards not revealed yet? It was revealed at JP. Just not English. I'll be doing a stream on that, reviewing all the cards in the set, so don't worry. Loris come already? I don't know, bro. They gotta battle the copyright artists. Lyrical Stride deck in a main set. If it was in a lyrical set, I'll be fine. Not in a main set, no. Like, I can understand if it was in a lyrical set because it's its own thing and they can do different rarities of it, right? But not in I don't know. It would be kind of sad if it was in the main set, but you know, it probably wouldn't sell if it was in its own like set with no one else. Well. Was supposed to be our grade teacher to go to. Oh, true. But I don't know. I mean, oh, I see. Yeah. If I order my case of sparkling stars. Excuse me, first case. First case. I hope your pulls go well. Pull the Letitia. What was it? LSR. Pull that, and then you make your money back instantly. But the decks I'll be... Well, I was going to talk about Flango, but at this point I'm not talking about anything. What else? I mean, I don't want to talk about Flango. I mean, I guess I could talk about... We need like a better hub or something. I never opened a box or a pack IRL before. Oh, you only bought singles? You should buy at least one. It's fun. I can't buy my first box once it comes out. Nice. Hold on, let me bring up CFA. Hold on. Cause this isn't anything right here. But yeah, I mean, I hope Lyrical gets a Stride X out one day, but that's not until next year. All I can do is hope, right? Just keep coping until we get it.
The future is not just gonna happen.
More ads, yay.
And if you want a successful business.
Okay. Let me open this all the way. Okay. Wait. I keep doing on default, that's why. Okay, there we go. Full screen, there we go. Alright. No, not test room. Oh my god. I'm being an idiot. Okay, I wanted to do this. There we go. This is a lot more better for me to... I'm in the way of the car. I'm in the way. Hold on. Oh, that does not work. Let me turn this off. I'll move myself over here. I'll move chat over here. And let me do this. No, that's not it. There we go. Okay. Okay, so what were you guys saying? Yeah, I'll be getting 3 sparkling stars this is summer as a kind of fun memory to make my friends. Manifesting an MSP. Oh, call MSP, right. To sell it. Oh, like the Vert one, yeah. If there's any Michu players here, I apologize. I don't like the LSR. Oh, Link is not gonna like that. Is it nice to get a collab booster stuff you never get? It's a 10th anniversary. Listen, bro, there's a bunch of new players. They don't know G. Some people don't even know what a stride is, alright? They don't care. Oh, the Nukenos and Michi one. I think Nukenos is like one of my favorite ones from the set. What the? Oh yeah, I wanted to. I guess I'll talk about some of the bosses. I guess like. Oh, can we talk about where is she? Okay, yeah. Can we talk about Kyoka? Like she's falling off. Like. In Japan, I think she's falling because so many people are playing it. And just the skill set is so high, you'd rather just play Michu instead, right? Where's my border? Let's put this right here. Okay. We got a tip ever in 2022. I mean, listen, not every nation got a stride deck. You gotta wait. Because they want to make Harry and Rose first. So you gotta wait until 2028. Enforce better most of the time as well. I mean, I guess. It's just easier to play, right? It's not that much mental strain. With Kyoka, you kind of have to, like, do a lot of stuff. But that grade 2 selling out. That grade 2's been gone. Like, not only that's... Okay, let's talk about it a bit. Remember, this was the NFT set. Remember? That English Bushy tried to do that whole NFT thing? When NFTs were, like, heavily, like, negative against. So, people who was going to buy it didn't buy it. So, wait. Yeah, so that means already the Kyokas that was in that set with the Resander, Archie, was already going to be significantly lower than the other lyrical sets. Now we're getting a reboot next. No, we're not rebooting. We're not rebooting. Strega Kyoka did Franchette Yuka package. I hated the package. I think Kyoka is decent, but Michi's power level was just higher. Yeah, no, I agree. Michi's power level is ridiculous. And it's good, right? I'm not saying it's bad. The power level is just what it is. It's just higher. But I still think Kyoka can win. A good pilot can. Reboot is another word for end of service. It is end of service. If another reboot happens. But other than, like, yeah, Kyoka's power is significantly lower. But I think, like, honestly, I think it's just the pilots. Like, there's not a lot of... I think some of the pilots aren't as, like... What's the word? Like... informed with the deck, I guess. There are some people who, like, really love Kyoka, so they know what they're doing. So they'll top. If I pull that Mitra Nukino, that's going to my case for... Yep, set 4. Lutitia's more play to her. Kyoka. I place my bet mark. Lutitia is very... Listen. If you want a comfy deck, right? Just to kill your opponent, I would just play Lutitia. Letitia is popular. Look, I have, like, most of the cards for the deck, but the bread girl. Where's Letitia on here? Here we go. Yeah. For obvious reasons. Okay, bros. But, like, she makes ridiculous numbers. Wait. Okay, she just makes really big numbers, and she's just super comfy to play. It's popular but expensive. I mean, if you play in a grade 2, you see, I'll make a budget deck profile because I only have one of the Bread Girl. Now, unfortunately, you do have to pay for one Lutitia, right? Which is like maybe $20. I don't know how much she is now. She was way more before, but she's cheaper now. You do need Yuikas, so that's part of it. But I don't know. I think you can get away without running the Bear Girl, but you just lose a bunch of power. It's not comfortable to me when my hand is full of things. I need to set up my cursed place and my opponent is bashing me immediately. I pour spiritual Letitia. Fair. I had a friend like that with Kyoka. Kyoka just hates him. Everything that goes wrong for him goes wrong. But I understand. You see, I play Letitia a different way. I didn't like how people were playing it before, but that was like the optimal way to play, right? I like to play a little bit more slower with Kyoka, but that's not gonna happen now since Stridex are out. Join the LM game, but now I'm really feeling the LM tax. If you have like what cards, like the only tax honestly is just the generic cards like Franchette, Yuika, Strega, and Vashblanc. Even L2 just melty, but now is tax after tax. Well, okay. It's mostly because after Lyrical Set 1, right? In the very beginning, a lot of stores just did not want to risk buying another case of Lyrical because no one bought it. Like most of the decks were like bad in that set. So when set 2 came out, no one really bought it. Also because of their normalized reprints, yes. You know how many times Yuika been reprinted and she's finally an affordable price? Now we gotta like pray. Oh, are they gonna reprint Strega Franchette next? They just did. They're just doing Vashblanc now. Eileen for cheap. I never really play Kyrie. I got Eileen cheap, yeah. 5 times. She's still 12 USD. Yeah, it's better that she can't even drop below 10. I think she did once. Unless that was a different card. Franchette, no. I mean, yeah, obviously too early, bro. They're not gonna do Franchette. Strega 2025. I give it to like around this time. I get around this time. Well, no, they came out in October for them last year. Yeah, 2025, yeah. But Strega, I don't know. That's the one I actually have to pay a lot of money for. For Eddie Nastria, Triple Drive Booster. That, Riley, put this girl in a reprint set, please. Where is she? Please, she's still like 17, and that's Charmel's fault. Do a Bushy. If they do, that would be a gas set. Like, if they did all of them, you should do a market watch. I mean, hold on. Remember, guys, I can't spell. Obviously, from my terrible title, so give me a sec. I'm going to TCG player. Sharma even dropped her too. She did, but that was the reason why she got bought out. Oh, Japan's playing Rayleigh. Time to buy her out. Me, damn, I can't even promote Powerful no more because you got to spend like $25+ on one Rayleigh just to play like a tier 2 to tier 3 deck. No. Yeah, let's go to Franchette. Hold on. Okay. You gotta be the Miltize and promote a random ass card. Wait, let me move over here. No. It's fine, This is Franchette. Sorry to... Let me just turn off the chat. I can see the chat. YouTube, please. Please, just for once. Okay. I mean, while I promote, like... I mean, surprisingly enough, hold on. Oh, we're not far enough. Oops. Okay, surprisingly enough, like, when I do try to tell people to buy cards, I do get a lot of likes and views, but I don't know. I'm trying more people. But Franchette, what? Was that pre-sale? That had to be pre-sale. I should sell me Rayleigh's. No, if you have powerful, keep it. I mean, if you have Rayleigh, keep it. It just buy Herminia stuff. It's like under. Trust me, deck is like under $10. Oh, she's being bought out. Like, there's no more. The cheapest Yuika is 14. I'll check that in a bit. Alistino, the car I've been trying to gas up. I need to be the Miltai of Lyrical. $4, $5, I guess. The highest was 10, but that was pre-sale, I think. But let me go back. 7 franchises for $30. Yeah, I mean, people try to make the money, right? I have 8 franchises, by the way. Prekia, 14 to 15. Honestly, she was way cheaper. Like, okay, she wasn't around this range, right? Let me see. Well, that was 3 months. Like, the lowest she been was, she was lower before. So what people to badmouth you and random Discord service over a children's no, listen. Listen, if they did that, at least I'm known, right? No, I'm not trying to spike bad cards, no. I'm trying to warn people so they can buy cards so they won't be in a situation like with Franchette. She's now $16 to $17, $20. The drag I'm looking at is for Alicia Phil? Really? Interesting. I don't know. Honestly, like, even in Chris Rain, I'm not even sure if I want to play her. Just because so much energy usage, and we don't have a good CC, so. Yeah, let's see Yuika, right? And then we'll go to the lyrical sets. What's SR Franchette? Probably around the same price. Oh, 18. Hey guys, if you want Yuika with the promo one, that God bless bros. Thank you for giving me Yuika. Thank you. Because I would have been a very, very sad man if I did not have Yuika at all. These are probably like the best like you get for your buck if you want like the high rarity ones, but everything else around like 15, 16, which is I guess affordable, right? It's still pretty high, but I'll go back to Franchette for a sec. What I sold them to you for? I forgot. It was something. I think it was 40. It was 40. But also I paid more because you had other stuff too. Oh, I didn't put SR. Hold on. Here we go. SR. See, it's 20. None on the market, hardly, but you know, if you have someone that has like SR Franchettes, you know, hit them up. This is 10. I think people need to buy the yellow. I think the yellows is better. This is gonna be another blue versus red situation. Oh, SR Chris turns 8, but let's go back to lyrical set 4. Let me just type Sienna. Sienna's 5. Honestly, I thought she would be less. And let's go to hey, it's my outro. Pacifica one that Labrador's out of stock, but she's like 1,000. There's only one on stock. One in stock. Oh, but the last bought one was like around 400. So they're just increasing the price. Oh, Eternal's out. Oh, they're around. I could choose to get Herminia LSR, or I could get one Strega. Ain't even close to being that much. I know people want that bling. Listen, I want this so badly. I just don't have any money. I want one, but I need like an absurd amount of income. Fennel being cheap is actually kind of crazy. I mean, 42 for, I mean, it's understandable because the deck is not that good, but 42 for LSR, any Fortia fans, get Fortia. Especially the dress up one. I'll recommend getting that one. That's like the cheapest it'll ever be. One Felty LSR when I get paid. Which one? Oh, the LSR. Nice, yeah. Let me see. Oh, a box is 40? Huh, interesting. Strega. It is around... Actually, this is worse. This is worse than what I paid for it. Hold up. Oh, Vashable. I remember she was like 70 one point. She's 70 now. Don't feel bad for why I sold the deck. Exactly. But Vashablanc, oh, look at these prices, man. And you can't even get a full playset even for the cheapest price. The most you get to is 42 in USD. But for my strikers, I pay like 90 for a playset. I mean, I got second place with Kyrie with it, so it was worth something, right? The Herminia FFRs is pretty fine. I have one. I got one from Saya, which I need to still say thank you to. Well, I did already. Oh, this is 25. Huh, how many? Oh, only 3, never mind. Oh, this is 10? It rose in price. This is 6, that's fine. Oh yeah, Penelope. Remember when this was Sense, guys? Like months ago in May? The literal second of a lyrical star just said buy those. I already have my $1 dragons, bro. It's already have my $1 dragons. I'm like, well, lyrical got its dragon for strides. Let me get it and put it on a back burner. I already have it. But Penelope being $9, like it rose in price pretty. Actually, it took some time to rise this price because Kyrie was still doing well. It was just now recently. Sold daily 1. High price, low price 50 cents. Oh, the lowest it's been is 50 cents. So yeah. Like people at locals was whoever had it gave me Penelope. So I'm like, thanks. I'll take it. For my supposed dress up grade 3 deck. Labrador being 5? Still holding some value, I guess. What else? Oh, her being 5? She was higher at one point, but she's cheaper now. Charmu. I mean, Fennel went down. Oh yeah, she was like 4 at one point. The highest was 6. Interesting. YouTube, please. Okay. Hello, Ori. Welcome to the stream. I can still see your messages, so I'm just not putting on screen, so I won't block everything for anyone trying to see. But yeah, the highest it's ever been was 5. We're just checking out some stuff on the market. I'm just interested in some of the cards and their price, or like what to buy. Is Fennel worth building without Strega? When set 4 drops for set 5 drops for lyrical, yes, she's worth building. But right now, no, because we don't have that card. There's a that's why CFA open. Hold on. There is where's the card? It's a grade 2. Hold on. Is it Fennel or Trick and Treat? Let me just put Trick. Because she gets... Okay, this card. So, when this unit's placed a rigor circle, you could choose a Trick or Treat for your drop, so you may put it in your soul. That's whatever. But the other one is, when this unit attacks, if you have 5 more Trick or Treats to your drop, you Cardboss 1, draw a card and she gets second power to the turn. It's budget Strega. I know. But, would you rather pay over $130 possible dollars for Strega, or would you just play this? That's like 10 cents. If you play these two, you get your Strega combination, just not all in one card. This for all the hell with my cursor list last time. Yeah, no problem, no problem. I appreciate the lurk. But yeah, you can still play Fennel, but her strongest option is still Strega. But once set 5 drops, like I said, this card with her, you get your Strega. I'd buy Strega. Yeah, you got the Strega money. There's nothing else I wanted to like. Yeah, like Herminia is set. Like, if anyone wants to play powerful, you should just do it. Wait, like obviously wait until set 5, because there's actually a budget option for Rayleigh. But obviously you want Rayleigh. What was before the set? Oh, set 3? Yeah, because I'm not looking over the Christopher and stuff. Oh yeah, let's definitely look over set 3. Kyoka, if I spelled it right, yes. Oh, that's Asa. I thought it said, I thought she was out of stock. I'm like, huh? But no. At one point, she was $13. Pretty sad. She was super cheap. Now she's like $5. You don't even like. You can play her as like a 1 to 2 of, in with her dress up, but oh god, this is still on the market. I think it's the same one. The highest price it was sold was $750. The lowest is $475. Whoever got that $475 got a steal, but it's the only one on the market. Rayleigh's out. Oh yeah, more people are buying this. What was the cheapest it's been? 90? Now, I wish I got it for 90, but the highest is 125. Yeah, that's why no one's buying it. Kyoka, you don't need Kyoka. Not that. What's up, the else? This is why I'm not buying her. She's $30, bro. If someone bought her for 30, all I have is 1 in my deck. 1. And isn't she like the highest card, like base rarity? She is. This is even worse. 29. There's only 1 listing. 8 copies. Oh, someone actually bought it for 35. $30 is wild. Well, no, for Letitia, yes. For Kyoka, no, yeah, it's wild. Like, these were the lowest has been. Oh, that's for 3 months. 3 months. The lowest it's ever been. Let me go back here. See, it was lower, like $3, right? Probably Letitia's like 4. I don't know. You don't need the I mean, you still play Yuika, you still play her. You only play 1 Letitia. Everything else is probably cheap. However, we have not gotten to the orders yet. We haven't gotten to the orders yet. Oh, that's this. Okay, these are just higher rarity stuff. Okay. See, okay, yeah, you need 1 Letitia, which is $15. Someone bought it for 22. The lowest has just been 15. The magazine's high like 7. Yeah, the magazine, we'll get to that. Rayleigh's, we already saw Rayleigh. We saw Yuika. That's been reprinted. This been reprinted. That's been reprinted. It's now 8. Is it the worst thing in the world? $400. Come on now. So the highest, the lowest has been if 3 months is 4, but the highest has been is 13. I don't know. I just feel bad for people who want to play Kyoka, but the main order you need is like $10 a pop, and you need the. Oh, I mean, like her promo's cheap, but that's not replaceable. You need that. That's part of the deck. Oh yeah, Medio did have a spike because of her dress up once Medio's in the drop zone. The highest has been sold is 13. Or the highest has been probably. It's been 4 in the last 3 months. The lowest. What is this song? Hold on. Oh, Chaos Alpha? Okay, I dig it. I like this song. I should have used this for my outro, but I like the other one. Anyway, this card, I wanted them to like make this a box topper. Just for Lofa and any other card in the future that bounces a call grade 3. Because like the highest price has been is like $9 to $10. I mean, no one's like buying it, but it's still kind of disheartening, right? This was cheaper way back when. But I would love for them to do that because Lofa actually wants that card. Let me see. No, I still high rare stuff. Oh, the Sunflower Girl. 14. The lowest has been is 250. Yeah, people buying it for 7. I mean, to be fair, this probably is like the most expensive thing in the deck, other than like Medials. So I guess I understand people buying it. Michu. Oh, she's cheaper than Letitia. Yeah, it's pretty. I don't think people are even running this anymore at Hazard. Are they? Her triple R support from set 3. That's for friends. Jennifer being 2 is concerning. Lofa being 4, yeah. You get the shield. What is this song? Hold on. Oh, that's an ad. Okay, I think that's all of the major cards. Yeah. Okay. I don't know if any of the other cards from set 2 matters anymore. Oops. Wait. Herminia. What? I got this for like what was it, 100 something? 130? No, it was around like that price, right? Wow, this is expensive. Sims. Listen, I'm not one of those Sims, but goddamn. All of them are Sims. Listen, I don't think anyone bought it. That's the thing. Kyrie being, I mean, that's understandable. She's a meta deck. Or a rogue deck. Oh, that's SP. I was gonna say that's the base. Oh, base is 13. The highest has been is 19. That's more expensive than any deck SP. True. Because it's not a lot in this from this set. I mean, if you have all the Kyrie stuff, just build Kyrie. I think she'll work out. Melty being 8 is still, well, this is from the original set, so it's understandable. SP is 8? 9? SP is 14. Yo, anyone who's building Felty, get your SPs. Dealing is busted in Felty. 33! What? I got this for like $10. 34. Oh, it just recently had a big spike. Is there something I'm not seeing? Peach should be cheap, right? No, wait, let me go back. Oh yeah, she's $3. I'm like, she should be cheaper. This being expensive is wild. I don't even understand. Like, I guess for Chris Ray, but it's such a bad card. Load it. It's been 9 in the last. That doesn't make any sense. I'm glad I got my playset when I did before, but that card is still not good. I remember when this used to be like $2. Did she increase? No, she's been stagnant. Okay. Oh, finally, she's not like $13 to $20 no more. I can finally build my Blackwing Kyrie deck. What else? Oh, her being at 4? I remember she was way more expensive before. Yeah, anyone want to play Felty? Go for it. The main card you need is cheap. Anger is cheap too. I remember this was like way expensive for no reason. Like, hold on. Let me go back. Yeah, hold on. Let me go to the year. Like, it was like between 8 and like $15 to $20. It was crazy. I don't even know why it was that expensive. Nala SP is 4. Okay. Okay, and then I guess I'll go to set 1, but I don't think anything's like really used for set 1 other than oh, she's 3. Okay. Other than Recrease, but yeah. Another ad, you gotta be kidding me. Okay, let me go to set 1. Let's just type in Melissa, I guess. Alright. Oh, LSR. Oh, okay. So they all dropped in price. Even the Kyrie one is pretty stable. Pretty low, sorry. The Melissa one is really low. I remember she was really expensive. These two have been maintaining on price, which is interesting. Well, I mean, Alessio makes sense. 20? I think this rose in price. It did, yeah. It rose in price. She wasn't that high before. Yeah, it is definitely rose in price. Yeah. Anger 10. F8. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else like really important from set 1 other than some of the oh, wait, hold on. What happened here? It had a major spike. These were like $2 before. But the OTs are pretty cheap for the SPs. The Felty line is pretty cheap. That's the Halloween 3. That got reprinted, so. I have this SP. Oh, Ingrid, yeah. If you want to play Felty, now's your time. Oh, well, let me go to the festival one. Oh, of course I'm spelling it wrong. E-T. No, I'm definitely spelling wrong. Let me just put, who's in that set? Oh, Loro. To deliver a song, no. Oh, sing with me. There we go. Yo, hey, Jack. Welcome. We'll just look at some of the cards from the, we'll just look at some of the lyrical cards. Just, you know, do a small market watch. No, why clear filters? I want to separate it. Here we go. I want to do the lyrical stuff only. Here we go. Alright, let's see the ridiculous prices. Yeah, FFR Vaucherblanc. We've seen Vaucherblanc already. Oh, it's bad. There's only one listing for 18. Oh no. Wait, how is the reprint more expensive than the set 3 one? That doesn't make any sense. Out of High being 16. I mean, she's not worth the price of 16, but it was a ball out set. So I guess I don't agree with it. You could be 18 is crazy. Oh yeah. Yeah, if you want to build Felty, yeah, all of her stuff is like really cheap. Clarissa's still 5. Actually, how's Ballista holding up? I don't even see her on this page. Unless I'm just blind. No, I don't. Uh-oh. Well then. I don't know what happened to TCG player. Hold on. Let me bring it back up. Alright, let me go back. I think it just had a small crash. Let me put the filters again. No, not set. Nation, yes, lyrical. Okay, now here we go. We are back. We're back. Okay, can I go to the next page, please? Okay. She's 3? Huh. Oh, I remember this was like 3 or 4. But yeah, it's cheap. Yeah, so if you want to play Felty, you can. Mostly all the other lyrical decks except like set 2 decks. I mean, sorry, set 3. You should be fine. Other than set 2 is well for her minion. That's because Rayleigh's too much. Yeah. I'm not going over G stuff, so I'm not doing that. Well, not today. I just want to look over some of the standard stuff. But yeah. So far, I mean, I think I talked about what I wanted to talk about for the most part. It is noon. So happy. Not happy. I mean, I don't know why I was going with that. It's just noon, so it's not morning anymore. So hello to everyone. It's evening. It's noon. But there was, in fact, the other day, I saw a list on YouTube. I'm not going to tell you what the deck is, so you won't try looking for it. You should do a weekly BT, the Lyrical Market Watch video. I was doing that in the past. Wait, is the chat even up? Okay, there we go. I was doing that in the past. The thing was, sometimes nothing would happen. Like, nothing would change. I was doing it around the time of, like, whenever a set nearly dropped. But I can try to do that again. Maybe I could just, like, I don't know. I could just use, like, do a stream. And then, like, I'll look through it and then use that. Maybe. Because before I will, like, record it, and have different sections of different cards up. So, I could try that. I'm sorry if you hear a dog. That's my sister's dog. He's just barking at random people. But anyway, my little story. So, I saw a deck. I was interested in it, but I did not agree with their list. I hand tested it once. It was like the worst list I've ever played. Like, I can't explain to you what the list was, but the list was just so awful. And the things he said in the video, I understood what he meant. But I don't know why would you just not play the cards that's meant for the deck instead of trying to do other stuff that goes against what the deck wants to do, you know. But I'm not going to say what the list was. I'm not going to say what the deck was, so you will go looking for it. But to whoever knows what the list was, or whoever is listening that think they know what the list is, my recommendation is just to play the actual cards that's meant for the deck. It's not that bad. And it gets better in the future. Trust me. But oh, this is my Prism cards. There's nothing else I want to talk about standard, I think. I already talked about my thoughts on like the word meta is. We did a market watch. We just randomly chatted for a little bit, I guess, about some random stuff. Honestly, like, oh, yeah, right. I am going to host a lyrical tournament in the recruitment server. However, I didn't make an announcement yet, which I will later today, that I'm going to switch the date to, it will be on September 6th, I think. Yeah. September 6th is, actually, I don't even think I do September 6th. Well, I switched it to a different date. Because I have a very important appointment on the 30th, so I won't be able to obviously host a tournament if I'm not there. I mean, I could rearrange the time, but I'm not doing that. I'll just change it for a different date, same time. And in this tournament, this will be a remote fight. We will be playing only lyrical, and you can use up to sparkling stars and some promos. You can use proxies. I don't care. Just make sure that you know what the card does. Your opponent can see that it's a proxy, and we all good. There's no prize yet. We're just doing it for fun. I could do a leaderboard thing, but we'll see if there's enough people that join and play. Oops, I dropped one of my cards. But yeah, it's just a fun thing. I just want to see some of the lyrical decks in action, so I can have fun. Sounds good. Hopefully my schedule lines up. Yeah, I will let me make a link to the server. I have to find it. Just give me a sec. Server invite. Okay, let's edit. Okay, generate new link. Copy. Wait, did I? Okay, there we go. Now let me. So that's to the server. Wait, did it disappear? No, it didn't. Okay, that's to the server. You'll see an announcement when you get in. The link to the tournament area. And it's just something that I'm just hosting. I mean, if the other like managers of the server wants to like help, they can come and help. But that's just the link to the server. Let me make sure if the date is actually right, in fact, because I did switch the date. September 6th, yeah, I have to switch that. Because it will be on the it'll probably be on the 13th. I might make it the 20th, in fact. Actually, yeah, I'll make it on the 20th. So more people have time. So nothing's in the way. So it'll be on the 20th of September. Because all my stuff will be done and people have ample time to get prepared and stuff and get the proxies. Join, thank you very much. Anyway, all right, so with that being said, I might end stream. Actually, I'm just going to end stream. I've been talking all day yesterday with my brother, and I've been talking for like 2 hours with this, but hopefully you guys enjoyed, you know, the stream. I don't know when my next stream will be. I'll probably just do it next week. Yeah, I'll probably just do it next week, yeah. Unless something like really urgent comes up, I'll just do it next week, so. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the stream. I bless all you guys for being here. I'm at not 7, oh my god. If only if I was at 7. 471 subscribers. Let me go to my channel right quick. Yeah, I think we're at 741 subscribers. And I'm like very surprised. There's a lot of... Did I just exit it out? I'm an idiot. Just give me one moment. I'm sorry. I'm tired. That's why. I must be tired. I must be tired. Go to view channel. Okay. Finally. Actually, quite recently. I'm at 472. So trying to hit 500. One day to get obviously a 1,000 subs in the watch hours I need. So I want to keep pushing out content for you guys. Try my best. I just want to make a good quality content. The meta one I will make into a video. Not the Roche one. I want to record that myself. Since I got insight for, you know, from Brawls and Link and everyone else here about, like, you know, their thoughts, and it changed my perspective on the card. But you know, that being said, thank you all. I bless you all for being here. Until next time, I did it way too fast. I'm Zenarion. Yeah, sign off.